Hey everyone, this is Courtney, and this is a quick tutorial on Kapalabhati breath. So Kapalabhati breath is known as skull shining breath, and it's a fantastic practice. It always feels good, at least to me. And the benefits of it are that it helps to kind of raise your energy, and then it's known for cleansing the energetic channels, or known as the nadis. So it cleanses both sides of the nadis, the Ida and the Pingala, equally, which allows for this sort of uplifting feeling in the mind. So it can make you feel a little sharper if you're feeling a bit dull. It can also lift your mood a little bit if you're feeling kind of down in the dumps that day. So I love this practice, and it's one that I come back to frequently and practice regularly. So the thing you need to know about Kapalabhati breath, in yoga, we often emphasize a deep diaphragmatic breath, right? So the diaphragm being that big muscle that pulls air into the lungs. And in Kapalabhati breath, it's really an abdominal breath. So by that I mean it's driven by the abdominal center rather than by the diaphragm. So it looks a little bit different and it sounds different. If you are familiar with it, it has this sound. It's a series of sharp exhalations. And the way that I best like to think about this is that it's just the front of the abdomen pulling back, or the anterior core pulling back and up, and then relaxing in between. So this is really the difference between Kapalabhati and Bhastrika breath, or bellows breath. In Bhastrika, you're both working the inhalation and the exhalation and toning the belly both ways. In Kapalabhati, you are just pulling the abdominal front backwards and then relaxing to allow the lungs to fill with air again, okay? So I'll turn to my side so that you can kind of see, and then we'll go through it. So for those of you who are familiar with this, obviously you can fast forward and move into just the practice portion of this. For those of you who aren't, this is just a good tutorial, okay? So here's my belly, and this is what it looks like. So see how the front of the abdomen is pulling back and pumping, right? And then it's just relaxing forward. This is also related to Uddiyana Bandha, or the diaphragmatic bandha that we have, the diaphragmatic lock that we can practice too. And for those of you who are familiar with that, we'll incorporate that in our practice. For those of you who aren't, let's just not worry about it for today, and we'll do a whole class on Uddiyana Bandha because it warrants that and it's fun. Okay, so I like to sit up on a block. I prefer to sit in Virasana, or with my hips on my heels. And then actually I like to sit with a block between my inner ankles so that I can be lifted up a little bit more. And to me, this provides the best support and the best positioning to be able to access this area, okay? And then I also really like this position because it encourages the chest to be open. So if you can imagine that your shoulders and your collarbones are like a coat hanger from which the rest of your body is just hanging, that's helpful in this practice as well, okay? So we'll begin. For those of you who are newer, just bring a hand to your belly, okay? You can keep your eyes opened or closed, and we'll take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, mouth will be closed and you're exhaling through the nose, one quick exhalation. Okay, and feel the belly move back. You can even help it by pushing back. So again, inhale, and then exhale quickly. Okay, so let's try to link 3 together. All right, remember, you're just relaxing your belly back into your hand to get that release and preparing for the next exhalation, okay? So nice deep breath in, and begin. Good. So again, let's try it one more time, just 3 or maybe 4 in a row if you'd like to. Inhale, and begin. So you can hear that I'm not purposefully inhaling, right? I'm purposefully exhaling only. And that's going to probably blow snot all over whatever it is if you have a stuffy nose. But it also helps to clear out any stagnant kind of energy that's moving through the nadis right now, or that's kind of sitting in the brain right now. Okay, so let's practice, and we'll do 3 rounds of 30 count, okay? Your counts might be quite slow, like your rounds might be quicker, like this. We'll increase the speed, but you're welcome to really do whatever feels best to you, and that's kind of the purpose of this anyway, right? Okay, so either hands down by your side or hand on your belly if that helps. Go ahead and take a deep breath in, and we'll begin. Very good. And take an in-breath. Exhale completely. Keep your air out, and then we'll bring chin to chest. Hold the air out. Lift your chin, inhale. And exhale. So that's round 1. Bringing the chin to the chest might be difficult if you have some tension in your neck. That's totally fine. You don't have to do that. It's sort of moving towards what's known as Jalandhara Bandha. And with all of these bandhas, it's really used as a way to contain and to manage the energy that we're building through the body. Okay? So with that one in particular, we're holding the air out, compressing, and then encouraging fresh breath in. Okay, let's try for round number 2. This will be just a little bit quicker if you like. So another big in-breath. Exhale. And we'll inhale again. And begin. An in-breath. Exhale completely. Chin to chest. Lift the chin, inhale. And exhale. It's a little bit quicker. How did that feel? You might prefer to work at a slower pace that's just a little easier to manage and control. It might feel quite natural for you to pick up your pace a little bit, so whatever feels best. Let's practice one more time. There are many different variations of this with arms, doing different things, and again, with incorporating Uddiyana Bandha, which I'll do on this round. Feel free to as well if you would like to, okay? So we'll take a deep breath in. Exhale completely. Again, relaxing, letting the body hang, nice tall spine. We'll inhale and begin. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Chin to chest. Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha. Lift the chin, breathe in and exhale. You can practice this several times throughout the day. It's really wonderful to practice in the morning. It's wonderful to practice in the middle of the day as well. I would suggest, if you are newer to this or if you're looking to take your practice a little bit deeper with this, do some stuff that purposefully opens up through the diaphragm a little bit and opens up through the abdominal center, right? So that might be anything from twists to back bends to forward folds. But anything you're finding, side bending is wonderful too, anything you're finding that really helps you to access and loosen this area before you're practicing this is just a great way to experiment. All right, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you enjoy the practice of Kapalabhati. Thanks so much for joining.